Hey, I want to talk to you today about text messaging. Whoa, crazy, right? Yeah, no. Did you know that if you send an email, the average is that between 20 and 42% of the people will actually read that from your church. So you send out an email, you want to get news out to people, most people won't actually open. The majority won't see or open the email. However, text messaging, the statistics are somewhere between 90 and 98% of people will open the text message, especially if it's coming from somebody in the church. And so if it's a no number, people will open it. So that is a huge thing. It's played out in our congregation's life. We used to pay lots of money to send out text messaging services to people, and we saw a huge benefit from it, but it was also expensive. And I mean, I programmed APIs before to the magic behind how computers and servers work with each other for our business in the past when we ran our photography business and our photo booths and stuff. And so I thought, I know how to do this. I know it could be a lot more affordable and work within that same system since we already have all the information we need. So let me go ahead and show you on the screen what this looks like. So if I go over to TendFlock here and I go to SMS, I'm able to see that now it says that this feature is still in development. I'm still trying to work on a few things, but it's probably about 95% of the way there. I don't have any problems with it sending or receiving text messages. That's not what the question is. The question is, what other features? How could I make it a little bit better? So I'm always working on that. But all right, so if I was to go over here, I have a phone number here that is registered. By the way, you would need to do this in your settings. You will need to input your EIN number. So the government, I actually agree with this, is really clamping down on not having fake businesses with all this spammy type stuff. So you will have a dedicated phone number. A dedicated phone number that every time you text message or somebody text messages back to that number, it will be the church's text message number. So it doesn't change, it is your number. But because of that, you've got to actually put in the information to make sure that it's really you. So, all right, so let's go ahead and go to the group. I want to send this to the group. I'm going to send it to the congregation. That's a smart label. So whoever is opted in and has said, yeah, I want to get text messages, right? You go ahead and it's going to send it to all of them. So in this scenario, there's 106 people who have signed up to get the text messages, whether it's you ask them in person or they've signed up by texting the number or whatever. There's instructions on TendFlock how to do that. Just play around with these settings, right? But you're able to see that. So I'll just go ahead and say all opted in. That's everyone. So then I'm able to type my message and I'm able to say hi and then first name. So whatever the first name is, that's what it's going to say. So hi, first name. We have a celebration at church tomorrow at 8 a.m. I hope you're able to make it. Pastor Brian, right? And maybe we'll do that. Go ahead and send it. But if I wanted to schedule it for later, I could say, no, I'm not. This is actually for Sunday morning. And so I'm going to send it on Friday, the 17th, and I'm going to send it at 1 p.m. All right, and I'm on American Chicago time, so if it's going to be for you, it should change that. So, and then I just go ahead and press schedule that message. All right, now it's going to come over here. Hi, first name. We have a celebration at church tomorrow at 8 a.m. Hope you're able to come, and it will send out that text message and go out to those 106 people who have registered. So, if somebody responds back, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that message. If somebody responds back, you would see it here in the inbox, and you're able to respond back and forth. Now, this is a live setting here. That's not a live phone number, but there's a live church live setting. It's a live setting, and so I can't actually send out text messages because then that would get my account would get marked as possible spam. So yours wouldn't if you actually have your real number. So you would see people's responses here and you can respond back to them. So it's a two-way text messaging back and forth to people. So that's a really helpful, fun tool there. So if you go in your settings, here's where you actually make your whole login. So let's find your church. Now you should be able to just type in the name of your church if you don't know or don't want to look up your EIN right away. So if, I'm just going to look up some random, right? So if look, so here's all these different Grace churches all over the place. And as you put in more information would come up for your church, hopefully. If not, you can always type in your EIN and your website. You're going to need to put in all that type of information for that to work. Now, it's going to take a week or two. I don't have any control over that. It's all on the external verifiers part, whether or not the company is going to actually grant it. So the text message runs out through T-Mobile's network, and so it's their people who verify that your church is actually your church. So so that's how SMS works, and I really hope that this is a cool, fun, productive feature for you. I know for whether we're sending out, let me switch the screens here. Whether we are sending out text messages because somebody needs prayer, or we had a young guy who had a heart issue and was taken in an ambulance, and so we were able to get a lot of people praying for that family right away. Or whether it's, hey, there's going to be a funeral tomorrow, or don't forget that tomorrow is the all-church picnic, and so bring your favorite thing for the potluck, right? Whatever it is. This is a really helpful tool that the vast majority of people in the congregation will actually open and see. I just know that from anecdotal experience in our church, way more people connect with the text messages than with email. So I hope that's helpful to you, and that it's a good tool that helps you shepherd people well. Bye.